We up?
We are up.
Yo, what up, members? Welcome to a conversation with Chris, episode 2, where we will be discussing our second ever catch, DJ Roger, aka, as we found out later, Robert Smith. So whether he was a DJ and whether his name was Robert, I couldn't tell you. But his or Roger, what we do know his name is Robert Smith. I'm joined as always by my co-host slash questionnaire aficionado slash the muscle, the security, the man, the legend, Xander L. Blankenship.
There's no L, but thank you.
There is today, and it stands for
Oh,
Lamar, and I don't care what you have to say about that.
okay, Lamar. I'll take it.
Lamar is his name. All right, guys. So as you know, this is our weekly members-only live chat. This is one of the things we want to do with you, where we deep dive an episode and also allow you guys a chance to ask questions. So while we're talking, please throw your questions into chat, and we will get to those towards the end of the episode. But yeah, I'm going to throw it over to Xander because this is Xander's shebang, and I'm just a guy who sits here and looks pretty. So give it away, Xander.
All right. In today's episode, we explore the thoughts of Freeze, also aka Chris Winfrey, as he goes in his second catch for the
Ooh.
MDF Minor Defense Force.
Ooh.
All right. So one of the first questions about this.
Wait. Was that your like written intro?
No, that was all off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, okay, like I'm feeling it. But it wasn't my second catch. We were there together.
True.
So there's a lot to talk about this episode, I think, because
Yeah.
this is a fun one. So
Yeah.
all right, go ahead. Let's talk about it.
So I actually this question I'm gonna alter a little bit. So,
Okay.
but coming fresh off the heels of our very first catch, which was Diego, we talked about that
Yep.
one last week.
Last week. Mm-hmm.
This was DJ Roger. Like, when I say fresh off the hills, I mean fresh. Like, we went, like, what was it? Like, was there even a day in between these, or was it the next
Might
day?
have been a day or
Yeah.
two.
Like, but, like,
We
so,
caught this before we aired episode 1.
absolutely. So, what was, what was different about this one, / what did you learn from the previous one that you wanted to incorporate into this catch? Like, what changed since the first one that was a big learning experience?
Wow, that's actually an astute question because I feel like we learned lessons very fast. On this one, we actually had to kind of stake out, where we had to wait to see if this guy was even going to show up. We weren't sure because we found out, if you remember, he was on a moped driving 45 minutes away or 30 minutes away or something. And we were sat there kind of hiding in our truck, waiting to see if we would hear a moped. We weren't ever sure if we were going to hear him. We even, if I'm not mistaken, got out of the car, sat at the tables for even a little while, and it was too cold. We went back to the truck while we were waiting for this guy to get there. Second, you were wearing a suit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
For one of the few only times that you dressed up as well. So that was fun. We basically, we wanted to make it outside. No, we wanted to go into Starbucks.
Sure.
If I remember correctly, I even was taking Googled pictures of Starbucks bathrooms.
Yep.
Trying to get this guy to go inside because this little girl was in the bathroom scared, and he was just being a big douche, a big DJ douche. And so, this was also the last time I think we threw an oops grenade.
It was.
I think this is the last time where we were like, okay, maybe we're not going to do that one anymore.
It did feel kind of forced.
It felt a little forced. Yeah, because we were trying to kind of navigate what was our thing.
Yeah.
What made us different besides talking heads? Like, how did our interviews go differently? And so oops grenade was one of them. Another one is what we said with this guy. So this is kind of where we started developing some of our tropes. I'd say that's probably what it was. Yeah. But if I remember correctly, within the first week, we did 5 catches. So we had only aired 1 episode by the time we had caught 5.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
A lot of learning.
Yeah. I think I actually talked more in this one. I tried to be a little bit more aggressive in this
You
one.
were, yeah. Well, that's something we had talked about, right?
Yeah.
So we talked about this was the one that in the text we had to get mad at him because he kept saying he was basically bullied by a child.
Yeah. He's peer pressured by a child.
He was peer pressured by a kid.
Actual
Yeah.
words.
Yeah, those are his words. And so I remember saying look, it's okay to be a little bit more in this guy's face. I think I was using the word back then, test them.
Yeah.
I think I was saying it's okay to test them. And I was getting that from other predator catchers who were much more aggressive, much more almost hoping for the assault, almost hoping for the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And so we weren't really sure what we were looking to do. We weren't really sure what was going to make the MDF different. And we started to figure it out. And I think it really started with episode 2. I think that's really where we realized, like, maybe we were too aggressive in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We were way mean just to be mean instead of being mean because it's fucking funny and that guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Which is what we eventually get to when you watch the season finale of Kyle, where I fucking apologize to him for his own penis. So like the evolution really starts with DJ Roger magic tricking it up in front of us.
Yep.
So yeah, I would say that's probably the biggest learning that happened.
Absolutely. All right. So next question. Early into the catch, DJ mentioned he was married. We assumed he was lying because he wasn't wearing a ring or anything. We hadn't heard anything about this. Later found out it was actually true. Talk about that a little bit. Tell us what happened with all that.
Well, that's what's interesting is that was what the little sneaky screen share thing I wanted to share with everybody tonight that had maybe not seen the compilation video. So one of our viewers, TJ, longtime supporter, goes, "Hey, dude, I found his wife's TikTok." And I'm like, "Oh, please do share." And she was live at that moment. Well, Freeze the comedian had 60,000 followers on my personal TikTok. So I got on my TikTok and was like, "Yo, invite me to your TikTok live. Let me into this. I need to tell you about your husband." She has no clue. She has no clue what's going on. She's like on live with somebody else. She's like, "Let me kick her off. Let me see what this guy's fucking talking about." So I get on and we're talking. Her husband, DJ Roger, aka Robert Smith, is sleeping on the bed. And now I have some of this screen recorded. A lot of it's not because she dropped the N-word. And so it got banned and you can't save a video once it's been banned. So there is a little screen recording and I'll see if I can pull it up. He wakes up when he hears my voice and he goes, "Sir, what's going to happen to me, sir?" And then we're preceded by his wife berating him for 30 minutes. Well, I'm basically sitting there just eating it up and enjoying it. And
I
so
believe
now
you actually cracked a snack at one point.
Oh, I pulled out a tea. I was drinking tea.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can share this. Hold on. This is when I intro. Okay, hold on. Host disabled participant screen sharing. Let me screen share.
Hold on, let me see how to let that.
Fix that.
Let me see.
I paid this bill. Let me fix this.
Play the technical difficulty music. Go. Let's see. Live transcript. Nope.
Screen sharing.
That's not it.
We're professionals.
We are the professionalist of professionals.
We're professionals. Host disabled participant screen sharing.
I could remove you, like you do.
You sure can. You sure can.
See.
Sure you can.
Unmute themselves.
I can relate to how much I love the Hawk. I'd hook up with the profile and hope it's Freeze just to say I showed up to see your Hawk. Oh, it's a little weird, but all right. Like, how are you in here right now? Weird. Okay. I'm waiting for Xander to figure out how to allow screen share. Bro, it's not that hard. It's literally there's a green button in the middle of the bottom of the screen that says screen share.
Yeah, I know, but let's see. Don't shake your head at me. Try now.
Who hires this guy? Okay.
Some fool named Freeze. I don't know what was happening there.
Could you not see the screen?
Oh. It says my internet connection was unstable. Try again.
Can you see this?
I can see it now, yes.
All right, let's see if you can hear it. So this is her live that I hopped in. As you see right here, I joined and said, "Are you still married to Robert? DJ Robert, that your husband still?" So
they both have the exact same name spelled the exact same way.
So this is his wife.
Well, damn.
I couldn't do that.
Why are you asking, am I still married? I would love to find that question out.
Oh, this is great. I forgot I had this.
I'm going through so much
It's 15 years already, and he's right there.
Oh, I'm dropping the bomb live, baby.
I'm still going through a lot. Also with my husband, I'm already thinking about divorce. Going
Oops.
through a lot.
Oops. There he is. Look at that. Found her. Found him.
Dang.
a 14-year-old, and the video goes live Wednesday.
Oh,
Huh? What?
I just delete that person, like block their ass. That's weird.
It wouldn't surprise me because of the fact that me and my husband, he DJs. So. No. No what? I am so confused.
I mean, of course.
I wish TikTok would like show the comments on both lives in like together. Like, why the hell separate them?
They used to. And then they updated it, and then it went away.
Well,
I'm censoring sex there. Banana, I'll explain it again in a second.
But yeah, I know they used to. And then they got to change up everything.
Oh, I know. They keep fucking updating shit and changing shit. And I'm like, oh my God, the new notification shit is annoying.
I don't like the way they updated the notifications and messages.
Oh my God, I hate it. Hate it.
I hate it too. I'm the
Minor Defense Force. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I found that other necklace I was talking about earlier, the one that had the cross and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Let me zoom through.
Yeah.
You're not taking this seriously.
Cool.
And 100 when I first looked.
Hold on. When is
so we can talk.
Bring me on the live. Boom. Cool. This is me on my other account where I'm actually like 60,000 subscribers. So like it's a little bit more. Let's see. I haven't rewatched this clip. Oh, please say it worked. Something must have happened. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, I had to follow her to go live with her. Okay, so let me stop the. Hold up. Let me stop.
Okay.
Let me stop the screen share.
Okay.
Now, I have video of me with her too. Let me find that. Somebody was asking. Somebody asked,
14.
how did I find him? TJ found her TikTok and handed it to me.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. Here is let me get the clip up and let me preface this clip. So this was screenshotted by a fan for me. They emailed it to me afterward. So this right here is after she said to him what was going on and he started getting dressed. So we missed quite a bit of it, but here is from there.
Get over here and tell me why the hell you're messaging a 14-year-old?
It was one same outfit.
True.
Yeah.
That don't mean shit. I don't know what.
By the way, they're living in a hotel on University at this time as well. This is a hotel room they live in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for her. Don't get me wrong, but
I feel bad for her just because she's married to him, or was.
Yeah, was. Oh, this guy has been in my inbox again recently. By the way.
Oh yeah.
On another decoy. Yep.
I was doing texting a 14-year-old. You don't know what you're doing when you're just spending money because you don't manage money. That's understandable. But to be texting a 14-year-old and the answer, I don't know what I was doing, is not acceptable in my ears, and it will never be. You know that I fight against perverts all the damn day long when it comes to social media and helping people that went through that shit. How dare you go and text a 14-year-old? I don't give a damn what it was. If a 14-year-old's texting you,
look at that subscriber count. March 2nd.
Yeah.
5 months ago. 140 subscribers, dude. 140 subscribers.
I know.
Wow.
nigga.
Whoa, that's what got us banned on TikTok, by the way. I apologize.
Do is tell your wife.
The shock.
Lie about where you
What
going
did
to
she
meet
say?
the person at work and you actually didn't.
She said the N-word with a soft A, not a hard R. To answer what Sizzo Pantha is saying, we are doing 21 of these. And then every new episode of season 2, which we started this with Kyle, will be one right after it called Talking Pred, which is essentially the same format. Only we'll be doing them as we're going through the season.
Yeah.
So it'll still be members only, but it'll just happen after the episodes every week. But essentially it's the same show, just This one's retrospective. The other ones are current.
You was going to meet the dumbass that you had no business meeting?
Why is he taking his second helmet?
It's a good point. I love the face.
Oops.
I would love
Ding,
to know
ding,
that
ding,
myself.
ding.
Because it looks like you think you just...
My face sells this,
That's
right?
not going to happen. You going to tell me what the hell wrong with your damn head. Because, I don't think your dad will want to get the phone call and send messages of his son being a pedo. And you know damn straight I will do it.
As you should.
As you should. I love instigating.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys get the idea, right? So that's
in your head. Can you be?
okay. So that's just some behind the scenes of kind of us finding out and proving that he was in fact married. Yeah. So DJ Roger, true story, in my inbox within the past month for the first time since then. So he is back on the prowl, and God forbid he shows up again. It'd be a bad day for him.
Bad day, bad day, bad day, bad day.
What do you did I even tell you that was happening that night, or did you find out about that afterwards?
I found out about that afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I think you were already having a conversation about it. I had to stop. I was like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, it's in my follow-up folder. So I have a specific follow-up folder, and that is where I have the clips from it. Yeah. And then the further clips from that night are her calling the police on him after he left.
Yeah.
So I actually have that as well, her calling the police and reporting him. As we all know, there was no arrest made.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
All right, your turn. Keep going.
Okay. Okay. So along the lines of all of DJ's shortcomings, something that may not necessarily be his fault, but DJ was the second predator in a long line of predators to use mental illness as an excuse.
Yeah.
What are your personal thoughts on that? And then I have something after.
I mean, I think I've been pretty openly clear about my personal thoughts on this subject. I don't think I've ever hidden behind anything. I've literally died on this hill, on Reddit, on forums, on the news, just wherever I've ever been questioned this question. So I'll say it now to finalize it. Mental illness is not an excuse for statutory rape, or any crime. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that. I don't believe in murderers, mass murderers getting off for being psychotic. I don't believe in that either. Here's the thing. We, as well and enough that we like to discuss, people like Jordan Peterson, and who I respect, discuss psychology. When it comes to the actual chemical imbalances in a human brain, we have no way of measuring that. It is 100% guesswork at all times. Most people, when they first get diagnosed with anxiety or depression, it's a medicine. That doesn't work. They try another medicine. They try another medicine. It's trial and error. Right? But I don't believe that just because you're autistic, or even if they have Down syndrome, which Jeremy Baker's mother is now trying to claim, which we all know is not true, because Down syndrome is a chromosome issue where you can actually physically can tell somebody has it, and he does not have that. Even that is not an excuse, man. Special needs people go to jail. I mean, have you never heard of the book and movie Of Mice and Men? It's about a guy who's pretty much autistic, although in those times mentally retarded, who doesn't know his own strength, and he accidentally kills things by hugging them because he doesn't understand. Does that negate his consequences? No, it doesn't. In fact, Lenny, see somebody just commented it, right? So you know what I'm talking about, right? That's not some fake shit. That's real life, dude. And if mental illness was so bad in these people, they shouldn't be on the phone. They shouldn't have dating apps, and they sure as fuck shouldn't be driving around mopeds and walking around without parental supervision.
Yep.
Now, I know kids with severe autism, one of which his name is Nick. He's 18 years old. His brother, Jeremy, pushes him around the mall. James pushes him around the mall in a fucking stroller. You know who never goes by themselves and doesn't have their own phone? Nick, the autistic kid. He is so low functioning autistic that he never leaves that stroller in public. So I don't think it's even possible for him to do it. Do I think he has the mental capacity to do it on purpose? No, but I don't think he'll ever be in that position either. Right? Yep. I've seen kids with Down syndrome walk around the mall with their workers. Those workers are responsible for that person with Down syndrome. That person with Down syndrome doesn't have an independent life. Maybe there's some high functioning Down syndrome people. And if that's the case, then they should be held accountable. But I don't think most of the people I know with Down syndrome or the people I've met with Down syndrome have their own phones, drive their own vehicles, or walk publicly by themselves. I just don't think that's a thing. So if you are capable of functioning by yourself, even with the mentality of a 16-year-old, let's even argue the fact that a 30-year-old has the mentality of a 16-year-old. If it's a 6-year-old, like raping an 11-year-old still a problem?
Yep.
Is that still a crime?
Yep.
Okay. The end. You know what I mean? Like the difference is you go to a different place in jail. That's the difference.
Somebody actually just mentioned about that.
Yeah. So I don't think I've ever hidden my opinion on this. There is zero excuses that I will ever accept if I meet you at one of these places. Period.
In fact, on that, one of the things I was doing for this one is I was looking through some of the comments of this episode, and ironically, I'm going to turn my screen capture on here.
Oh, cool.
Let's see.
Did you give yourself permission?
Yeah, give myself. Actually, no, mine's straight through the software. The very first comment on here says, I am autistic too, and being autistic is no excuse to be a predator. In fact, when I was at special ed school for autistic children, I was actually molested several times there by a staff and teased about it, harassed about what happened, and caused me a great deal of torment, of trauma. And they go on to say, thank you so much for your amazing work, all the work you do. I love you guys. I really hope you become really famous, and we appreciate it.
It's very sweet.
But yeah, a lot of these are actually very similar to that. But the fact that the very first comment on this video, like the first one is somebody saying, yeah, I suffer from this illness he's trying to hide behind. It's no excuse. It's not just some people who have no like medical background. That's somebody who suffers from this, has been through this. Is like, I wouldn't do that. What's his excuse?
I mean, let's look at the alternative for a second. I just want to throw this out there, okay? I believe there's been cases of this, and I don't have an exact statistical study to quote you or exact situation, but I feel like I've heard about this, about somebody who is right-minded, perfectly normal, say you or me, who then goes and dates somebody with mental illness who is over the age of 18. And then there's a morality question on that because that person may not live alone, right? So a Down syndrome, like when I've seen stories of Down syndrome people, for example, I believe they're always dating somebody else with Down syndrome because they're met together by parents. I don't believe there are instances where a well-functioning human being, adult, is dating somebody with Down syndrome. I don't think that's a thing because of the moral questions, right? And again, Down syndrome, I don't expect to ever catch somebody with Down syndrome. Down syndrome, I don't know people who literally function by themselves to the point of they would be in that position. They'll actually be able to live a life without supervision of some sort. I don't know if that exists. There might be exceptions to the rule, but that's all they are, right? Exceptions. Would it be weird if I started dating a mentally handicapped person who may have the mind of a child or a teenager? Abso-fucking-lutely. That's weird. And I'm an adult. Yes, it's weird. Weird, right? Like, I'm pretty sure guarded, like somebody just said this, and I agree with that. Some people are in a certain section of humans under the Disability Act where a normal person having sex with them is considered rape, dude.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I've heard a story about somebody getting somebody special needs pregnant and it being like a big fucking problem because they can't technically consent. Right? And so we're asking ourselves, at what point can they consent? But that's not what we're talking about because that'd be the victim. We're talking about the perpetrator here. And if you have the mindset to be able to do that shit, you definitely ain't the victim.
Yep.
You definitely ain't the victim. You're the criminal. Period. With the T. People will say somebody said that should not be a controversial opinion. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But in this world, it actually is.
You'd be surprised. You would be really surprised.
The first time I posted one of our videos to the Winston-Salem Reddit, I was absolutely flamed and destroyed from these two people specifically, DJ and Diego, because I did not consider that they may have fetal alcohol syndrome. And that's why their faces look so stupid. That's literally what this guy fucking said to me. He was trying to equate what we do to the Soft White Underbelly YouTube channel, which is completely different. He is a psychologist who's going into the minds and interviewing people who live on the streets, who are prostitutes and pimps and drug addicts. And he's just talking to them, interviewing. It's not the same as somebody who showed up to fucking rape a child.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not the same. And I'll die on that hill every day.
I'm sorry, he just said only down can get down.
Well, I used to call that system of a downs. Seriously. System of a downs, baby.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You can't get down with the down unless you downs. Downy. Soft and cuddly. All right, cool. Let's move on before I get canceled.
All right. So DJ, like I said, DJ was the second in a long line of predators to try to hide behind mental illness. DJ was also the second in a long line of predators that tried to shake your hand.
I knew you were going to say it. Yep.
which has birthed kind of a meme. How do you feel about that? The whole thing.
As you are aware, and anybody who's watched every episode, I don't know if this is in episode 19, but episode 19 is the only time that I've ever shaken somebody's hand. And I actually fought myself on that and asked everybody their's opinion on it. Does this make me look bad to shake this guy's hand since we're not really nailing him to the wall? What's the meme? The meme is I'm not going to shake your hand, brother.
Well, no, see, what it is like in several lives since then and other stuff where like anything about shaking a hand has been like mentioned, people just keep making jokes about it because it happens so much. I would comfortably say probably 70 if not more percent of the predators have tried to shake your hand.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if that's accurate. Alex Brisk did not. Ryan Husson did not. So that's out of 4, we're at 50%. Nick Goss ran, so no. Josh Martin, no. Ran his car over a fucking rock. Let's see, number 8, Dylan Parrish ran. Taj did try. At 9, we're at 3, so that's 33%. 10, Garland did not. 11, Gilroy did not.
Are you sure Garland didn't?
Garland did not try to shake my hand. Gilroy did not. 12, Jeremy Baker did not. 13, Thomas DeBona, obviously arrested. He couldn't even shake his own hands. 14, Jason did not. 15, William Hannigan did not. He tried to run me over with a motorcycle. 16, Josh Robertson did not. 17, Cody. Cody might have tried to shake my hand. So now we're at 4 out of 17, so we're at 25%. Let's see. Number 18 was Steve in Knoxville. He did not try. Number 19 is Robbie. He did try, and I did shake his hand. So now we're at 5 out of 19. So that's almost 25% again. We're at 20 now with Brian. Did not. 21 being Cameron. Nope. 22 being Kyle. Yes. So that's 6 out of 22. That's just under 24%. 25%.
Okay. So that's the percentage, guys.
Of predators that try to shake my hand. Are you impressed that I knew every single one of those people?
Yeah.
By episode number?
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Okay, so it's weird to think about in my brain because like I have to go through back and watch these episodes just to remind myself and like make questions and everything.
Sure.
But an important thing to remember is Chris here does almost all the editing, if not all of it. Well, wait. I guess I consider writing part of it as well. But I guess that's not editing. But yeah, so you do all the editing.
Yeah. So I know that I'm more ingrained in the story.
So
I
to you, like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I just said like during this section of an episode, what was the prayer talking about? You'd have to look at anything and be like, oh, he's talking about this. Some things
I would forget. Some things I would forget because it's a lot. And honestly, sometimes I got to drown that shit out, man. It can be fucking depressing. I've had to take mental breaks because it's a lot, you know? Anyway. Yeah, dude, I'm hands-on with every fucking thing. I've seen every frame multiple times. I've read through these chats multiple times.
Hands-on, just not shaking hands.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. I'm not shaking your fucking hand, kid. Not doing it. All right. Statistics show nearly 25% of predators attempt to shake hands with people who catch them. Yes, that is what the statistics. And I think we've been thanked about equally amount.
Yeah.
Tyler says, moral of the story, you don't want Freeze to know your name. That's true, because I don't forget.
Yeah.
I don't forget, Colin. I didn't actually freeze. I was just staring. I was supposed to see how long it would take you to...
Well, no, when you did it, I also started staring.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the real name of one of our predators who used a fake name. I just wanted to throw it out there.
Yeah.
I know who you really are.
All right, let's see. Oh, all right. Sorry, I'm getting texted. All right, so let's see. So DJ shaking hands. The whole it's turned to a meme. People love to talk about it. Yada yada yada. Let's see. DJ said he was fun. Okay, so in the whole thing, at a certain point, because you weren't sure he was getting the moral implications of what was going on, you threw the question out to him. How would he feel if he had a daughter, a niece, whatever, around this age, and you were going out on a date with her? And he said he'd be fine with it as long as nothing happened.
I remember this now.
And boy, were you not happy about that.
Did I go off on that? Did I go off on him or on the talking head? I don't remember.
Both. You did both. More so on him, honestly. Like, we were both like, that's such... Like, we both kind of went off on that.
It's a lie. Yeah, fuck you. That's bullshit. Bullshit. No grown-ass adult is going to sit here and tell me to my face that they will allow their child to meet with an adult and go on a date. Fuck you. You're a lying sack of shit. Unless, of course, you're Elvis Presley's wife's Leslie, unless you're her, her parents, or Catherine, Edgar Allan Poe's 13-year-old wife's parents. In that case, maybe. But in modern day, no. And if you do tell me you're okay with that and you actually mean it, you're on my fucking list. Because fuck you. Fuck you. I don't know nobody on the right side of the fucking spectrum who would ever fucking be okay with that. Then again, people on the right aren't okay with child drag either. So, we all have moral lines somewhere, don't we?
Definitely not pimping out our children.
You're a liar. DJ Roger, a.k.a. Robert Smith. You're a fucking liar. There.
Well, we knew that when he arrived and said, nope, not me. Not me.
Yeah, he did try to lie. Like, we didn't know it was him.
Yeah, he went full on denial. We showed him a picture of himself. And
of
said,
the same clothes
as
he's
you?
wearing. Yeah.
And he's like, nope, not me.
Not me.
I got these pants at Goodwill.
I lost my ring in a work accident.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
His wife co-signed that, though.
Oh, really?
His wife actually co-signed that in the live stream, yeah. I was shocked. He really did. He lost the job about a month before that, but yeah, that really happened.
Oh, my gosh. So it turns out that he did tell the truth about some things. Nothing that mattered, but some things were true.
I mean, seriously, there was that noise he had made. And I remember when I'm going back and editing it, I hear him make that noise. And I wish I had the chops then that we had in this last episode with Steve, with this episode with Cameron, to make a song out of it. Because he was just like, it's just like, what is that? I didn't even notice it until I was literally editing the video. It was weird. Mad weird, man.
Oh, yeah, I remember the noise. Oh, yeah, when he was casting a spell on you.
Yeah,
dude. There were a few comments where people just said they fell over laughing when you mentioned casting a spell.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I got autism. Here's my tick, and then it never comes back.
Banana says it's never too late to make the song.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Don't forget to ask your questions in the chat, guys. We'll get to those at the end.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Excuse me. I'll bring it up again. We can vote on it.
All right. So, also during this, something that came up, because I feel like this was the first one talking again about things we'd learned from the first catch. Like in this catch, we tried to delve a little bit deeper into DJ's personal life, ask him some questions, and a lot of things about family drama. I'd use drama loosely. A lot of like abuse and other stuff came up. What are your thoughts on that? Because this is also not the last time we've heard this from a Predator.
As I believe I said to him to his face, I am a product of an abusive childhood. I was beat, had suicidal thoughts, was on depression medicine, like literally abused. And I never once been like, you know what? Let me go after a child. You know what I mean? So again, when I say there's no excuse that any person who shows up can give me, that stands too. I don't believe there's any judge or jury in the world who's going to be like, oh, he was beaten. Oh, we'll give him a pass. Oh, he was raped. Oh, we'll give him a pass. For example, live catch number 2 from season 2 that we did the other night, saying that he was raped when he was at a what do you say, facility? Mm-hmm. That's no excuse, dog. Great. You're continuing to perpetuate the fucking wheel. You're continuing the fucking behavior. That's the wrong way to fix shit. I was abused, so I'm doing the opposite. Like I told John T. Jewell, I'm here to stop the cycle. You're clearly not. We clearly ended up on opposite sides of the fucking dinner table. How did that happen? Because that's the real question, is how did we diverge and I ended up over here, and here you are trying to meet a 14-year-old girl for sex because we share abuse. I was beaten bad, dude. Mentally abused, emotionally abused, like you name it, it happened. You know, my sister and I often talk about how we're fucking surprised we didn't end up as alcoholics and drug addicts and shit and fucking in jail. Like, it's crazy. And so if I could do that, then how come you couldn't? How come you ended up on the criminal side of things? You know, it's not an excuse. I don't care. I don't care. If somebody holds a gun to my head and goes, rape this child, well, it's been nice knowing you. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
It's been nice knowing you. Have a good one.
It's shocking how many excuses we have to go through and keep saying, not an excuse. Not an excuse.
Not excuse.
Still not an excuse. Oh, not an excuse.
Right. Not an excuse. Period. There's not an, if you showed up, there is not an excuse that I will ever accept. Period. And I think most logical people would agree with me. Are there a few people out there, the vocal minority, such as the Redditors, who would disagree and say that I'm, oh, nothing's black and white and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and fuck them. I'll die on that hill. Fuck you.
We've talked about this before. Anybody with even a slightly functioning head on their shoulders, doesn't matter which political way you lean, doesn't matter which moral way, which religious way, no matter where you lean, anybody with a slightly good head on their shoulders can agree child predators are the worst.
Yeah.
Murderers in prison serving life sentences can agree child murderers or child pedophiles are the worst.
Yeah.
So I don't get why there's ever controversy.
This should honestly be the most least controversial fucking thing as far as like true life goes in the world, right? Like cops, you know, falsely arresting or shootings that happen during arrests. Some of those can be pretty controversial because, you know, it depends on whose side you're on. First of all, 2, you're biased. 3, we don't know all the facts, right? In this situation, I'm going, here's the text this guy said. Here he is admitting it. Why are we having controversy right now? Why is this controversial? What the fuck else? What else do you need? Oh, it's okay. He's just a minor attracted person. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Just
that's how I feel about it.
Minor attracted person.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Oh, that's gross. There actually was. I was scrolling through some of the comments on the video, and there actually was another person that also said they had autism. I would never let that. Would never do anything like this. It's just a sad excuse.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's not an excuse.
Yeah.
It's a. I'm hoping I don't get in trouble if I say this. Maybe they'll back off. It's what it is. It's survival by fight or flight. And in this case, it's really flight.
Yeah.
They don't want to fight. They'll lose that one 99.9% of the time. The only time they win is if I'm just not there. Fuck them. Oh, God. Dude, come on, Xander, move this thing along,
Sorry,
big dog.
I was looking through stuff. I was looking at the chat a little bit. Anyway.
Sorry, members.
So, so another thing DJ did, which was actually the second time for this, because Diego did it a little bit too, but towards the end, went all but getting on his knees, begging us not to post the video. Like, he was hardcore. Like he said, no, you definitely can promise it's not going up. Please, sir, don't do it. How did you feel with this grown baby man sitting there begging you not to post the video?
I was a little giddy. I'm not gonna lie. I remember he's like, yes, you can promise. I was like, no, I said, yeah, but I'm not going to promise. Like, this will come back up next week when we talk about Riyadh as well, because it's very similar. Yeah, dude, no, I'm always going to post every time. I don't care. And the fact that you're begging is just fucking, it's like predator pancakes, man. Just fucking feed me more, dude. It's like my fucking, what's the anti-kryptonite? So like if kryptonite injures Superman, what makes him stronger? It's that.
Sunlight.
Okay. It's my son. Yeah. Sunlight. Yeah. It's the fucking long hair Samson style. Like, please beg more, Predator. I love this shit. Please go so far as to get into my inbox and beg me to pull the video down by offering to fight in a cage. Please. I'm not going to take the video down, but I'll shoot the fucking fight. Please give me a reason. Yeah. I love when they beg, man. They're bitches.
Yeah.
Bitches, man. They're all bitches. Every one of them's a bitch.
All little baby men.
Yeah, they're pussies, man. You know, when you pray after children, it's because we've talked about this in some of our videos, in the Freeze's thought sections about how you're clearly somebody who has a dynamic of power issues. It's the same thing that sociopaths who start hurting animals that then become murderers. It's the same thing. Psychologically, I would say they're very similar. I think any well-known psychology professor, Jordan Peterson included, I would imagine, would agree.
Yeah.
These are signs of the same things.
Bro, could you
You're a
imagine?
sociopath.
Could you imagine if we get like Jordan Peterson to like come on a video and like talk about this stuff with us?
I mean, obviously that's kind of like in game, right?
Yeah.
That's like bucket list shit right there.
Absolutely. By the way,
Bro.
red kryptonite just makes Superman evil. It doesn't make him stronger. All right. Anyway,
He would know. He trust him. If he tells you that, that's the truth.
Also, fun fact: pink kryptonite makes Superman gay. All right. that was in a comic. That's canon.
Oh, that's canon?
That's canon.
Oh, I thought you were just saying that as funny.
No, that's canon.
Wow.
Fucking.
Wow.
Also, if you think about it, Superman's a plant. Sunlight makes him strong. Radiation makes him shrivel up and die. So honestly, so that was most of the questions that I had.
He absorbs light and creates energy through his eyes, so that's photosynthesis.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude, we're just deep and diving into the wrong shit.
Yes.
Oh god.
And that's an episode about why Superman is a plant.
Wow.
But yeah, so that was pretty much all the questions I had prepared. So one of the things I felt about DJ Roger was maybe not so much like the antithesis, but it was so straightforward and purely what you expect out of like one of the main subsets of child predators, which I've mentioned this before, where there's the two different kinds. There's the opportunistic and there's the habitual child predator. The opportunistic child predator arguably could be worse because it means they're willing to do anything as long as it benefits them and like satiates their needs, regardless of what it is. Like they're willing to commit a crime this heinous that they know is this hated, despite the consequences. And habitual child predator is somebody who actually has like way too many things crosswire in their brain where they're only attracted to minors and like they seek that out specifically. And I feel like he is a very clear-cut, definite opportunistic predator, 100%. Like he is the quintessential what you would expect of it.
Yeah. I don't think you're wrong. Sorry, I got distracted by something. I forgot to tell you guys that I redid the shirts website. I don't know if you were aware of this. Let me show you guys this real quick.
Ooh, fancy.
Hold on. So I went to my TeePublic and added them because they're cheaper. So we make much less per shirt. We make $2 a shirt, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But I did put a red out version of the logo, the white out version, straight out of Doucheville. If you watch the episode 18 with Steven Simmons, we made a song called Straight Out of Doucheville. There it is. The Catch Team, because why not? We're a shirt that says Catch Team, both in a blackout and in a regular. Graduate for those fun facts. Maybe you like to have Freeze around your fucking chest. That's fine. Or the new season 2 logo. For those of you that weren't aware, we did change the colors for season 2. Here it is. Too Minor, Too Furious, which was really an offshoot joke I made one day that I thought was funny. You're Lying with the Freeze the Comedian fucking emoji. Oops with a grenade because it's an oops grenade. Yep, oops grenade. And then snowflakes, as you all know, is how you know when we're going to call the police. And then punch yourself in the face because why would you not?
Punch yourself in the face.
Exactly, dude. It's catchy. So I'm starting to add those to like my TeePublic personally. Right now they're only fucking hold on. They're $14 right now, dude. $14 fucking dollars for the next. What does that say? What did that say? The next where? 1 day, 2 hours, 8 minutes. So fucking $14 for a shirt, dude. Get you a fucking shirt, man. Rock some of that rep. Rock some of that merch. How do I turn off sharing? DJ Roger. There was really
go ahead. We'll just dance. I totally think next like one of these we do or something. I think people should, if they get a shirt, should send us a picture of them wearing it, and we can just throw it up, like do a little shout out.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to, man. I mean, look, I'm wearing a whiteout.
I'm not.
From the last manufacturer, which cost more. So that's why I switched it up a little bit just to see. DJ Roger, man, was really the first time I think even you and I started to really make jokes in person.
Yeah.
So with Diego, not really making fun of him in person. Somebody's asking about Do y'all have girl fitted tees? I don't know. That's T Public that sets the they have badges and magnets and stickers and all that shit of all those designs. Laptop cases, like that's all T Public's inventory. It has nothing to do with us right now. Hopefully we get big enough to one day day we get big enough we manufacture our own shit, but right now it's whatever inventory they have. What I was going to say is during DJ Rogers we're literally starting to poke fun of him in person, and that's kind of where the flavor of our coffee, for lack of better words, begins. The flavor of what the MDF was really starting with DJ Roger.
Yeah.
You know, I'm making talking about how he's wicked spinning records and blah blah blah. Like that's really when I started the roasting part of the talking head and started very slowly easing into it.
Oh my gosh, it came full circle. One of our first ones was a DJ all the way into we got the last one to rap.
Wow. Huh. Well, there you go, bud. We've traveled Candy Mountain, if you will, Charlie, and we're here.
Let's go to Candy Mountain.
We're here in season 2, 2 catches in. We've got tons on the horizon, tons of catches that some of them we could pull the trigger at any time. We're just kind of doing our thing, waiting around, seeing what happens. I'd like to get my phone back from Lexington before I continue on some of these, because some of my evidence is actually in there, specifically for one of the guys I wanted to catch tonight. So that's another reason why I was holding off, because I have screenshots in there that I don't actually have. Thanks, Davidson County Sheriff's Department, for taking my phone. Anyway, so let's open this up to questions. Questions. Somebody said Riyadh was so creepy. My female coworker would ask me to be present in the room when she would handle HR issues with him. Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Well, that's next week's episode.
Yeah.
If you remember, next week we're going to go over Riyadh Hussein's, aka Ryan Haas, his whole episode. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to break it down. We're going to do this every Sunday, 8:30. Apparently I accidentally didn't put this one to members only. So those of you that are not members, you got lucky tonight. If you want to watch these in the future, you have to be a member.
Yeah.
Freshmen or higher. This one will be members only as soon as this thing's over, because I'll go fix it.
There's already one up that's from episode 1 with Diego.
Plus talking Pred from episode 22.
Yeah.
Plus the behind the scenes, and of course all the live catches are put there. When will you do a meet and greet? I don't know. Let me just tell you what we're doing right now. Okay. We're working actively on season 2. Okay. I'm chatting with a lot of dudes, even a girl. We're working on season 2. We're also working on a scripted show, an entirely scripted fucking comedy show for you guys on this channel, free, like part of the free content.
Yeah.
That's going to be something original. It's pretty original. I'm real excited to share it with you guys when it's time to share it with you guys. But that's another thing we've been working on. So like, it's not just this, it's everything. Also, I'd like to real quickly give a shout out to SZO Panther, who showed up to our work today, who asked where we worked. He didn't show up.
Yeah, he got us
he got us a shoulder rig for our camera guy. So big shout out to him, man. It's really kind of you. We actually do have a wish list on Amazon of like other things that we're going to need. As we're moving up, I've been buying, like I bought the GoPro, I bought this, I bought that. So when I can buy stuff, I buy it. And then sometimes something amazing like that, man, you got one of the things on the list, and that was so very kind of you.
I want to emphasize, he drove 4 hours just to come give us an expensive piece of equipment for
That's
the show.
weird. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was really strange. I didn't know he lived that far away. He's like, can I just bring him by? And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I didn't know that he was driving that fucking far. So shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
You did not have to do all that. If you order off the wish list, though, it ships it directly to us, so you don't have to worry about that. I mean, just amazing. I gave him his own roll in Gilded. I don't know if you saw this.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he's got his own roll now. I don't even remember what I called it. Oh, MDFU Legend. So that's going to be the role, I think, for anybody who donates a piece of equipment. They're just going to become a legend, and they never get to lose even if they have to stop supporting, I'm never going to take them off, because that's such a cool thing. And I'm not saying that so you guys can go do that. I just thought it was super awesome, and I think he deserves a little shout out for that, man. It's really, really super kind, really necessary, actually.
And I mean, even beyond that, Panther's been like a staple in the Gilded, in the YouTube lives, and everything. And I think one of our first mods in the
No,
live
we
chats.
modded him later.
Did we? Because I feel like I've seen him for a while.
I feel like we modded him later. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to shout him out there. Michelle said, like a sitcom. The answer to that is yes. Yes, like a sitcom, but not like a stage multi-camera sitcom like Friends or Seinfeld. More like a single camera comedy sitcom like Parks and Rec, The Office, Community, that sort of vein. But yes, it is a comedy.
Oh, to answer your question,
it's like a horror comedy, I guess. It's hard to describe.
Yeah,
you'll see. You'll see.
Somebody asked, what is a Gilded? Gilded is like a chat room. Think of it like Discord. We don't use Discord, though, because apparently they support child predators. They
kicked every predator
a long time ago. They systematically went through and found every single chat room / account even slightly linked to exposing child predators. Even ones that didn't catch. Even ones that just had support groups for victims and banned all their IP addresses. So if they made another account, it just got banned within 10 minutes.
Xander's the one that started our Discord. His Discord was destroyed.
Yeah, my whole Discord just gone. I was so mad. So Discord
we
sucks.
Already have the theme song, Michelle. I already have the theme for the new show, by the way. And I've already made the first intro. We haven't even started shooting. I've already got the logo for the new show. I've already done I've done the thumbnails for the first 6 episodes. I've got the fucking theme song done. Hold on. Let's see if I can play this without giving it away. I don't think it'll give it away because there's no words yet. I have the music. Have you heard this? I don't think you've heard this.
I have not. You've not played it for me. I knew you had it, but I had not heard it.
Oh. Okay. Here we go.
And yes, a fair amount of them smell bad. We can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
Can't hear it.
Wait, you can't hear that?
Can't hear it.
All right, 1 second. You'll hear it now. All right, this is the official theme song for our new show. It's the title intro theme song. So like when the episode starts, this is it.
Nope. Can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
Your mic's too good. It's identifying it as background noise and turning it down because I hear the start and then it immediately goes away.
All right, hold on.
High-end mics do that. Like for the fact
people
probably can't hear my loud fan behind me.
Hold on.
Oh my, he's a ghost, guys. He's been nope. And I think most predators probably do sleep in their clothes. Either that or maybe it's a style. Maybe predator's a lifestyle and it comes with disheveled clothes.
So you're telling me you still cannot hear that?
Nope. You look like a ghost though. It's nice.
That's because I turned the light on. Hold on. Why the fuck can't you hear that?
I hear the start of a piano key.
Yes or
and
no?
Then just gone. Nope.
What in the bullshit is this?
Oh, can you?
Hold on.
On my audio track, it's not showing up at all.
Oh, no, don't do that. Hold on. I don't want you to see the name of the show. Hold on.
Wait, didn't you already drop the name of the show in the first one?
Wait, did I drop the name of it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you dropped the name and you want people to guess what it was from the name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Hold on. There we go. Let's try this.
Nope.
All right, I'm just going to send it to you through fucking Gilded. You do it.
Okay, if it comes through my computer, it'll just play it.
God almighty, dude. This is so annoying. You should be able to easily play anything through fucking anything. Oh my God, I'm so mad. Oh no, don't put it in all. Oh, dude, I was about to send it to everybody in all.
Aw.
God, I'm having a bad night. Here we go. Oh wow, that actually sent pretty quick. Boop. Look at that. That's fast. All right, let's see if he can do it.
Oh my gosh, it's loud.
Yeah, it's a fucking theme song. I can't hear it.
No, you can, but they can't.
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah, right?
Yep. Hold on. How do I get out of this?
Clean, dude.
That is really good. Banana sure likes it. All the flames.
Yeah. That's the theme song for like the intro to the new episode, the new show we're working on. Like, that's what you guys don't understand is like we're working on so many facets to this thing at the same time. Ah, that's interesting. I like how Derek said X-Files.
Yeah.
It's very, very awesome of you to think that way. Not, but, you know, this is a comedy show.
AHS? I don't know what that is.
American Horror Story.
Ah.
It's, you know, you guys aren't far off from kind of the vein we're looking at, okay? It's a hybrid show. Yes, you guys are not far off. You get the idea, which is great.
Yeah, music conveys it then.
Yes, the music conveys exactly what we wanted to convey. So that's exciting. Okay. So people said, have you had any pretos contact you after the catch to account for them getting help? Will you be looking to get early caught preto on the show for follow-up? So have we been reached about actual help? No. Robbie reached out asking about maybe getting help, but I haven't heard anything else. John Jewell told us he was going to the VA for help. We know that's a lie. That's about it, honestly. Riyadh Hussein reached out asking with his prayers to Allah that we did not post the video. As you know, I fucking don't care. Dylan said he wanted to end himself. He did not. And I know this because he's in my inbox right now. Yeah. So, original catches on interviews, if any of them, it'll probably be Robbie. And if ever, it'll be at least a year. You got to let that shit live, man. I got to see real change. Will you be looking to family of any predators for interview? Yes, I've thought about it. But this show here is a conversation about episodes that have happened. It's not a show about.
It's not a deeper dive into the predators.
Well, life. It's not a show about we're not. This isn't Ted Bundy exposed. You know what I mean? So I've thought about it. I've had a few of them agreed to do interviews at some point, but we just haven't.
Thanks.
And if I do those, thank you for the super chat, Sylvia. We love you too. If I do those, I want it to be more of one of those, like a Dateline interview, like a 60 minutes. Like I want to make a full production of it if I'm going to do it, which we'll see, man. We'll see as things progress, right? The first step is making enough content, making good enough content with enough support that, you know, this is literally all I do. That's the first step. Then the second step is, okay, how do you expand that? So there's steps and steps and steps to this, but we've got a map that we're following right now. Season 2 of MDF filming right now. During the catches, the live streams we've been doing, we're finishing up writing the first episode of the new show. In fact, we'll probably have the first draft of that done this week. And then the question is, do we go and start filming this, or do we go and write the next episode? So for those of you that watch our channel, expect that show when it comes out to come out once a month. First, our goal is 6 episodes right now. So it's going to be like a monthly special on this channel. We debated on putting it on a different channel, and I think that's the wrong choice. I think the smart choice is putting it on the same channel for now. And so that's what we're going to do. So that way, when you're a member, you're already access to the behind the scenes of that shit. You're already getting that too. Members will now have access to behind the stuff on 2 different shows.
Yep.
We're just trying to increase the value of membership, man.
At the end of the day, we just really appreciate that support because it makes all this way more possible and allows, like, eventually Chris to make this his full-time thing.
Well, that's going to take a long time.
Yeah, I know. But I said eventually.
Yes.
But like it all is effort towards that, and since we appreciate it so much, we want to make sure you're getting something for it.
Absolutely. And these conversations, you know, it's not a lot, but it's something. I think it's something. It's extra. You know, I feel like you guys get to get a little bit more intimate with us. We often see on our lives people like the banter that we have during lives, so that kind of stuff. Maybe at a chainsaw effect. No, but that's because you don't know what the show's about. See, you think you know what the show's about, but you're not right. And so, no, Chainsaw doesn't make sense. I promise. I promise that does not make sense to the show. God, I cannot wait to share this with you guys. Just when I say that is like, I am so excitedly passionate about this fucking idea. When I go ahead and tell you that we have a 4-season arc already planned, we already have 4 seasons of arcs planned on this fucking show. Like, dude, you don't understand the kind of time we put in behind the scenes on conceptualizing shit. And yeah, 4-season arc, like what each season's going to do. We already have that planned out. It's nuts. We're stupid. We're actually asking. We have the audacity to look at ourselves in the mirror and to look at you and say, can we produce a TV show? Because that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to self-produce a TV show. That's literally what we're about to do. It's nuts. It's crazy, but we're going to do it anyway. How about seeing if you can get a sex offender caseworker as a guest on the panel? Obviously, I'd love to do all that stuff, man. One of these catches soon we'll have one of the decoys on. There's plans for that kind of shit. I promise you, stuff's coming. I appreciate the insight and the suggestions, but I promise you, lots coming. It may look like we're not doing anything because you're not getting a catch. You're not getting season 2 episodes right now. That's because we're doing it different this season. We're going to film a majority of the catches first before we ever put out episode 2. And there's two, maybe 3 reasons why. One, we want to put them out in an order that makes sense. A good order that tells the stories. 2, I've got to finish making the studio where I can even record my talking heads because I'm not going to record them in the same place. Just not going to do it. So I got to get that done. So that's another reason. And planning this other show around it, right? My goal is to film at least one episode of the other show before I start putting out episodes of season 2. That's the goal. Just so you're aware and kind of up to date on that. That's our state of the union, I would say. That's the goal. That's the plan.
And something else I will say, like we talked about Gilded earlier, like you guys talk about this stuff, like ideas for this kind of thing. Always feel free to just like conversate in Gilded, because Freeze and I are, even though we're busy a lot of times, we try to hop on there when we can. It's on our phone. So if you're ever talking Gilded or you add us on there, like you just put at our name in Gilded, like it alerts us. So like we see that stuff all the time, and a lot of times we'll just chime in and be like, "Oh yeah," or something like that. And if a conversation breaks out, we're like, "Oh, that's a good idea." Better.
Well, and it's not just that. We may not be typing in there all the time. I promise you we're seeing it all the time.
Absolutely.
All the time.
Like
I see that all the time.
Just a few minutes ago, somebody joined the Gilded server, and I looked at them and I was like, "Oh, look at that."
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah.
You've got mail.
Welcome, Tech PI.
Jason from Canada is a pred that was caught like 4 times. So here's the thing. By the time the 4th catch, I'd be asking the fucking police, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
4 catches? He's been caught 4 times, and the sheriffs and police haven't fucking done something about that? If I was the community in that town, I would be enraged and demanding answers. Who the fuck is responsible for this motherfucker? Who is going to do their fucking job? 4 times? What the fuck else are we talking about? That infuriates me. If I was that community, I would be standing and demanding justice. We're going to demand justice over some bad arrests or somebody got locked up in Russia for breaking a Russian law. What about the fucking kid, the dude who shows up to meet 4 different children for statutory rape? Why are we not enraged about that? That's something to be fucking mad about.
Yeah.
You go to another country, you break that country's laws. Well, you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. We'll lock up people who come to America and break our fucking laws all day, every day. But bro, you show up you get caught 4 times showing up to meet minors and you're not behind bars. Fuck that police department, that sheriff's department, or whoever the hell is in charge of that precinct. Fuck you. Do your job. Because one of these days it's going to be a real fucking kid if it's not already happened. 4 times? Bet he's really fucked a kid.
Yeah.
I bet you've already missed it. 4 times that he's been caught. You've already failed. You've already failed children. Period. I'm so disgusted by this news right now. I think finding him a second time is fucking going to make me mad enough.
Yeah.
4? Bro. Don't tell me it's because there's not enough evidence. Fuck you. Arrest these motherfuckers. God almighty. That makes me so mad.
Yeah.
You better shut me up, dude.
Let's move on to something somebody else said.
God almighty.
Let's see. They're just talking about that again. I co-produced for a college radio station, pirate radio station, community access, few YouTube channels, and a couple of productions.
Wait, what's he talking about?
He's just saying he appreciates us. I'm not sure.
Oh, no, I meant what was Panther talking about?
What's Panther talking about? Xander, have you thought
StreamYard?
about having the live catches through StreamYard? I'm not familiar with StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And have the stream hosted by an at-home person, Freeze's other writer.
Nah, he won't be.
Yeah, he's usually too busy. Then each person at the live catch can provide a view. So I think I've heard of StreamYard before. I think that's the one. Is that the one where like somebody hosts it and then you can like the person hosting it can go between different cameras connected to it or like different phones? I'm not positive.
That's what it sounds like. Sounds like it.
Yeah.
But then you're talking about somebody who's actually producing that.
Yeah.
Who's camera swapping. The problem is when you're not on the floor, when you're not there, you don't really know what's going on. So that makes it a little difficult. I understand this though. I understand the idea, the point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't disagree with it. I think it's a good idea. My contentions to this would be we don't have enough people there on floor with cameras that are streaming. Period. 2, we're not at that size of an operation yet. But is that something we can look at in the future? Absolutely. We'll check it out. But you have to have a producer. And we don't have anybody who doesn't come with us that could sit at home and do that we would trust with that kind of, that's an enormous task. But we'll look at it in the future for sure.
Yeah.
Why not? I'll look at any suggestion. I'll take a look at
Absolutely.
it. I'm not going to shit on it. It's not a bad idea. We'll just have to see how it would work for us. I'm done.
All right. Yeah. I think,
Any last questions about DJ Roger? Since 0 questions have been about DJ Roger.
They've all been general stuff.
Yeah, literally the episode we deep dove and discussed today. Any questions, burning questions, comments, concerns? Let's see what. I don't think we missed any questions. Actually, I saw one earlier. Hold on, let me go back up. Buccarati asked a question. Let me see what he said. I saw it a long time ago, and I think I skipped over it, but I think I mentioned it. I'm going to scroll up a while. He said, geez Louise, guys. A lot of chat tonight, which is great. I'm looking. I'm going like way up, dude.
Panther asked if we've seen his profile on any recent apps. Like, have we ran into him again yet?
Who?
DJ, I'm assuming.
I just said, yeah. Within the past 2 or 3 weeks. First time I've seen him in a long time. Oh, is DJ Roger the first Waffle House catch? No, that's Brisk. Alex, episode 4.
Panther points out another previous question about how many arrests has MDF had.
3 technically. 3 technically, because John Jewell has been charged with some other shit, and they're using our shit to match that. So that counts. In my opinion, I'm being subpoenaed to court on it. So in my opinion, that counts. So I would say that's 3. I believe we're going to see another one here soon. I think we're going to see Kyle Deckard arrested. I feel really good about it. And if not, then that fucking sucks. But I feel really good about it.
Yeah.
I feel like we did our job right. I mean, Jeremy Baker wasn't arrested for 3 weeks after his catch. It was a while after his catch that he finally got arrested.
They just did an investigation, which is fine. That's fine.
Yeah, we're good with it.
As
long as they're doing the investigation, I'm good with it. So we'll see.
Jeremy said, "Is
whatever happened to Jeremy
y'all than the Chomos?"
Jeremy, we have an indictment, and we're waiting on a court date. His mother messaged me on Facebook, and that is called witness tampering because she messaged me after he was indicted, and I've already been told I'll be subpoenaed. So now she's trying to mess with me on Facebook. So don't worry, I've already emailed that over to the detective just for their information, just so they have it. Did the police tell you about the arrest? Or you have to look into them 50-50.
Yeah.
We knew about Thomas DeBona because we were there.
Yeah, we watched
Jeremy
that
Baker,
one.
I was called by the detective after he arrested Jeremy Baker. He called me and said, just to let you know, today we arrested him. John Jewell was called by the assistant district attorney. Kyle Deckard, if they arrest him, I don't know, but the Forsyth sheriff called me, asked me for the evidence, and I met him like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago. So we're just giving them their chances to do their investigation, man. And hopefully they'll tell us once they've arrested him. Don't worry. I'm looking up incident reports often. Here's what I do know. If the fans that are local start calling and asking, why hasn't this guy been arrested? I don't know. It's a good question. Don't ask me. Maybe you should call the people that know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, pressure does a lot for like attention and pressure does a lot.
Well, you know, as I often say, who do the police work for? Who do the sheriffs work for? Who is their employer? If you don't believe that the answer is you, something wrong. They work for you, dude. They work for me. They work for you.
It's just like hiring a security guard.
We pay them. They work for us.
Somebody has
they work for us, man.
How much is memberships?
The cheapest one is $3, but this membership live is hidden behind freshman and higher. The $3 is just like a support. Thank you. As Para just said, every arrest or complaint is Foundation helping out. If the community gets loud, dude, they're going to have to start fucking answering them. That's all I'm saying. That's why for this season, as of right now, we're not doing any catches within Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
Within the Winston-Salem Police Department jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
So there's areas of Winston-Salem that are covered by a different county or different cities, police or sheriffs. There we will operate. But if it's a Winston-Salem Police Department beat within their jurisdiction, not running it. I'm moving it every time. Oh, thank you so much, Lucas. It's very kind. Lucas said that he found us earlier this week and the improvement we're making is amazing. I was recognized at work today, which was pretty crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I sold a phone to a guy and he was like, where do I know you from? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, you catch predators. And I was like, oops. Oops.
Maybe.
To become a member, you want a gold badge. That's 3 months. Just to let you guys know that have those badges, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 month badges or whatever. No, it's like 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 6 month, 12 month, I think is what they are. I am going to put those badges on shirts as well. So you can buy that to show your support. If the Predator crosses state line or county line, does that option open up for federal state charges? State, yes. Although I'm surprised that nobody took federal charges on Jason Hendrickson. But I talked to somebody who lives near him. Yeah, I talked to somebody who lives near him literally the other day. He's gone completely underground. Nobody can find him. Maybe he just disappeared. Multiple channels like this, I never come here and chat. I want to say that this is the most professional, entertaining channel. Thank you for your service and God bless. God damn, dude. That's so fucking sweet of you.
That is nice.
Wow. Thank you. We know that these live conversations like this aren't for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We know that. This was really supposed to be for our members only. Unfortunately, I accidentally forgot that you have to actually change that when it goes live. My bad.
Oops.
I hopefully won't make that mistake again. If you want a whiteout shirt, I've got the whiteout shirt listed on the new T Public. Right now it's $14. I'm pretty much good.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add, Xander?
No, mainly just we really do appreciate all your guys' support, whether you're a member or not. Just the fact that you show up, we watch the videos, you're in the lives, anything like that. Like, it means a lot. Just subscribing, hitting that bell helps like the algorithm a lot for YouTube to show our stuff. Because at the end of the day, the goal of what we're doing right now, like we're trying to do a lot of stuff. Freeze put a lot on his plate. But a lot of stuff being done. But at the end of the day, the main purpose of this show is to be an entertainment show that puts a spotlight on a ginormous problem that people want to ignore. Not are ignoring, want to ignore. They want to, a lot, even if they know about, like a lot of people don't know about it, but a lot of people want to pretend it's not as big of a problem as it is. But if we can make it something entertaining that they want to watch, that brings awareness, that also makes it palatable enough for maybe them to show their kids, so their kids know to be safe, so they know what apps to look out for, they know how sick these people are, and the fact there's so many of them out there. That awareness changes things. Even if none of them got arrested, which we want all of them to be arrested, they all deserve it. Even if none of them got arrested, the awareness that you guys help provide by all the support you show does wonders.
I'll tell you, man, we were doing Brian Campos's catch, and we're sitting afterward doing a little breakdown. And what happens? Do you remember what happened? We're sitting at Sheets the night we catch Brian in his car.
Oh yeah, I remember.
What happened?
We had
Tell them.
So this is the one where we did 2 catches back to back, right? Yeah, so we did 2 catches back to back. Some folks saw us and recognized us in the first one, and then checked all our regular spots that they had seen us catch until they got to the last one and saw us. So they just waited until the whole catch was over and then came up. And it was a young boy, probably no older than 12.
Yeah, maybe
if that
10.
old. And like probably his sister, aunt, something like that.
Freshman college coming.
Yeah, and they came up just to say like they loved our stuff. Their mom was a huge fan. They were watching the live and everything and how much it meant to them. And we took a picture with them. And boy, did it feel really good. Just not only the fact like it was a fan who like loved what we were doing and just wanted to see it, like wanted to see us and talk to us, but the fact that one of them was exactly one of the children we're trying to protect.
Exactly
and that
right.
They watch this stuff, and it means that that's something that they can think about in the future.
They're aware of it.
Yeah.
And hopefully that helps them stay away from that shit. And that right there, buddy, that's all like it's the same thing that happened to us in episode 6, kind of. We're standing there with that big group at Waffle House that we got kicked out of, and that group of kids comes out. And they start thanking us. And it was fucking crazy. It's the same thing, man. These people walked up to us when we were done just to take a picture and thank us. Like, that fucking meant everything, dude. Oh, cool. We got one of those in here. How do I ban them?
Hold on, I think I can.
I can remove, but can I ban? Thank you, love chat. I appreciate you. Anyway. Yeah, Sizzo, thank you for saying that, because I was worried that with that minute window that the members would be mad that non-members slipped their asses into this. So apologize for that. For any member who feels slighted, that was not intentional. But yeah, they also asked us if we sold merch on the spot. They wanted to buy shit out of our fucking shirt. Like, they wanted to buy our shirts out of our trunk, but we don't carry merch on us yet. So I felt bad. I think I gave him a promo code.
Yeah, we gave him
something.
a promo code to get a discount.
Yeah. So that was just super cool, man. Like, it was really fucking cool. That's the kind of shit that means a lot. Like, it may not know this from watching these shows. I'm pretty emotional. I'm a pretty emotional dude, and shit hits me pretty hard. And that shit hits me hard in a good way. And it kind of makes all of the fucking bullshit I deal with in the chats and all of the comments I get on Reddit or wherever, where people are just nasty about this, who for some reason don't agree with what we do, which just blows my fucking mind. When you get the kid who's 10 years old, maybe 12, who understands enough to come up and thank you, fucking everything, dude. Happened to me again while I was watching Thor: Love and Thunder. Group of 3 kids walked up. They had just seen the Brian Campos episode. Wanted a picture with me. I look awkward as fuck because I was wearing my work shirt and I had to cover the logo. but it just meant everything. And I looked at my brother and said, "Do I owe you $20?" Because I thought he had paid these kids to come up to me. It was weird, you know. But it was, you know, that shit means more to me than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Those kids at Waffle House that night fucking meant everything, dude. And I don't exaggerate. You know. Anyway, all right. I'm going to get off my fucking emotional soapbox. Anyway, all right, cool. Well, I'm done. I feel like we had some good questions and good conversations. I feel like you guys got to see some stuff about DJ Roger you didn't know about. His wife. We found her.
Yeah.
We talked to her.
Yep.
We told her what was happening. She kicked him out and called the cops. That happens. That's a little follow-up to DJ Roger. Did he ever get arrested? No. Where does he live? I know what city he lives in based off of his dating site because he messaged me again literally within the past 2 weeks. Wow.
Oh.
Bink. Welcome to Graduate, dog. Welcome, man. Thank you so much for joining. You now have access to all the old episodes of this shit and all of our live catches and pretty much There's some behind the scenes videos and stuff and some deleted scenes. There's a 9-minute Freeze's thoughts video from episode 22 that I straight up took out of the episode. I never even finished cutting it. Anyway. Okay. Fucking when it comes to minors, no crime is too minor. This has been a conversation with Chris where we deep dive weekly retrospectively through your favorite episodes, and by that I mean all of them, one at a time in sequential order until we've caught up to current, and then the show will go away and become Talking Pred solamente, as we say in my native tongue. Anyway, so we're going to continue filming season 2. Look this week. Hopefully we'll have a live or two catch for you. There's a lot of shit right on the fucking cusp that I could probably pull the trigger like on this. And so we're kind of getting there. Xander, last thought. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I feel like my last thought was thanking everybody for all their support. We